Hi there, I'm Texas Storm Chaser's Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer. I'll give you a hint as to why I'm Baldy-in-Chief, but it might have something to do with the fact I am bald. This is an update recorded on Wednesday, the 13th of March, 2024. We're going to utilize afternoon weather model data, forecast from the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center, try to give you all a timeline on the potential for some rowdy thunderstorms expected Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, into Friday across portions of the state. Let's go ahead and take a look at the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Now, at times we get nitpicky and deep dive into, what each different level of these risks mean. But essentially, any risk level here means the chance of a severe storm. The higher your risk level simply means the more severe storms we're expecting in your neck of the woods, and thus a higher chance you're going to be dealing with a severe storm. A severe thunderstorm is classified as one producing quarter-sized hail or larger, or damaging straight-line winds of 58 miles an hour or higher, or a tornado. The tornado thing's kind of common sense, but you never know. Sometimes you got to mention it. In terms of tomorrow, the potential for isolated to scattered severe thunderstorms from about 3 p.m. onward. It may be a little later than that. It could start a wee bit earlier, depending on how things shape up. Includes portions of Texoma, North Texas, a little bit of central Texas, the northern Brazos Valley, northeast Texas, the Ark-La-Tex, and a wee bit of east Texas, generally from Henrietta to Mineral Wells, all the way down towards, let's just say at this point, Lampasas to Georgetown to Bryan College Station to Lufkin, off into Louisiana. Highest chance for severe storms tomorrow afternoon into early tomorrow evening will be northeast Texas into southeastern Oklahoma and southwestern Arkansas. The most intense storms could produce destructive hail, baseball size or larger. A lot of parameters favoring hail production tomorrow, so we may get some pretty gnarly hailstones. Damaging straight-line winds, 60, 70, maybe up to 80 miles an hour. The tornado threat is low, but not zero. We could be dealing with a few tornadoes tomorrow. We'll have to keep a close eye on it. And again, that risk, generally speaking, should begin around 3 p.m., give or take an hour. You'll know when the storms get going. Trust me, they're going to be spinning like a top, and they're going to be 40, 50,000 feet tall. They're going to be supercells. They're going to be quite unhappy. And we'll generally move off to the northeast. All right, let's take a look at the high-resolution rapid refresh model. This is what a moisture map looks like. The greens and teals background, that's your tropical moisture-rich atmosphere. That's dew points, surface dew points, well up into the 60s. It's humid. Those blue arrows you see, those are wind directions. The direction they're pointing, that's where the wind's going. So ahead of the dry line, which is the differentiating mark here during Thursday afternoon, at least on a north-south axis, from the browns and oranges, very dry air, to the greens and teals, your tropically moisture-rich air mass. It's humid. It feels like a storm day, essentially. And then west of the dry line, it's drier than a popcorn fart. And the static electricity is ridiculous, and usually fire conditions. So you notice behind the dry line tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have southwesterly winds. East of the dry line, we're going to have southeasterly winds. Thursday night to Friday morning, notice we go from a north-south orientation in that dew point gradient to more of a southwest-northeast orientation, or left to right. That's when the cool front's going to start coming in, bringing a northerly wind shift. But notice, it's not going to be moving super-duper fast in terms of, crash you the cold front, holy moly guacamole. Where that front ends up on Friday will determine who ends up dealing with the chance for thunderstorms, as storm chances will continue into the weekend. And for what it's worth, even north of the front, we're going to be dealing with the chance for some rain. It's just the better chances for some storms with hail and strong winds will be near where that front ends up on Friday. Where is it going to end up? Well, that's a great question, isn't it? All right, let's switch over to the high-res rapid refresh model. I'll let this loop back and start up again, but you can see initiation or the development of initial storms, North Texas, Northeast Texas, around 3 to 5 p.m. It may be a little sooner. It could be a little later. But once they get going, you can see they're out by themselves, generally speaking, little beans. Supercells going to be moving northeast 30 to 40 miles an hour, and the strongest of them likely going to be problematic in the severe thunderstorm department. Big hail, strong winds, maybe a tornado threat. Those storms may continue well into the evening after dark into early Friday morning, especially in northeast Texas and the Ark-La-Tex. But notice as we get into Friday morning, thunderstorms begin developing all the way from the other Permian Basin, the Concho Valley, east through North Texas, Central Texas, East Texas. Some of those storms are likely going to have the threat of hail, gusty winds, heavy rainfall. I don't think the tornado threat's going to be super duper high, at least unless something drastically changes. I think that'll mainly be a early tomorrow evening issue in Northeast Texas. Now, what I'm showing you here is a weather model. Weather models are more wrong than right, usually. Garbage data in, garbage data out. What you're seeing here, probably going to change a bit compared to what I'm showing you in tomorrow morning's weather roundup, but it at least gives you an initial sense of timing and where our highest concern level is. And again, don't take this to heart. It's going to change. So just because it says the storm's going to be 20 miles to your north, don't think just, yeah, no, we're not going to be playing that game. Trust me, I think those of you watching this have enough common sense to realize we're more wrong than right usually when it comes to trying to pinpoint this stuff, so deal with it. It's okay. So again, we're going to be busy tomorrow afternoon and evening, it looks like. And this threat also includes Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma, southwest Missouri. Actually, it goes all the way up through Missouri into parts of Illinois. But our issue, 3 p.m., maybe a little later, maybe a little earlier. Things start off a bit early through the evening hours, especially in North Texas, Northeast Texas. Storms may actually try to fire up right on the DFW Metroplex initially. If we end up a little further west, things are going to shift further west, so we'll keep an eye on it. Sometimes that happens during our spring events where the dry line sits a bit further west than expected. So, all right, and yeah, things are going to continue into Friday. Scattered showers and storms, heavy rainfall, that'll become more of an issue on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as we see multiple chances for showers and thunderstorms across several regions of the state, honestly, a majority of the state. Not necessarily a severe thunderstorm threat, but just a lot of pieces of upper-level energy swinging out from the southwestern United States, thanks to an upper-level pattern that really isn't letting our storm system move off to the northeast like they normally do. So it'll just keep ejecting pieces of upper-level lift our way, bringing us chances for showers and thunderstorms. We're zoning in heavy rain chances across portions of the Hill Country, South Central Texas, the Brazos Valley, Southeast Texas, and East Texas, beginning Friday, continuing through at least Sunday, if not even the first half of next week. Several inches of rain will be possible, so we'll be dealing with the chance for some flooding for sure. All right, that's it for your Texas weather roundup. We are going to be out and about chasing tomorrow, so we'll have live storm chasing video on the Texas Storm Chasers YouTube channel, website, mobile app, and of course, as needed, severe weather coverage from yours truly, so stay tuned for that. It'll be on every social media platform we participate on pretty much. All right, that's it for your Wednesday evening update. Have a good one. Texas weather roundup, normal morning schedule, will be out Thursday morning by about 7 to 8 a.m. Have a good one. Talk to you later. God bless.